Welcome to another session of Technology by Performance. I'm Ken Umansky, your host, and as always, we're going to explore more of the world of technology. Today, my guest is Dhaval Shah. He's a leading authority on cybersecurity, the Chief Technology Officer, Cybersecurity Advisor, Security Architect, and Virtual CISO at Rainbow Secure. He has also worked as a CTO, Security Manager for NYC Health and Hospitals Corporation, Thomas Reuters, and Aura Pharma, and the City of New York. Welcome, Dhaval. I'm happy you could join me today. With cybersecurity top of mind in the world of technology, I bet you're very busy.
Thank you, Ken, for a very warm introduction, and it's my pleasure to join you today.
Terrific. Thank you for being here. You know what? I'm going to start with a pretty broad question. Can you share with us what do you think is the most pressing threats, and how do you think the cybersecurity landscape has evolved over the past few years?
So, as the post-pandemic era began, with actually during the pandemic as well, adoption of the digital tools and technologies, migration to the cloud, it got fast-tracked. With that, got introduced tons of cyber risks that businesses are facing today. Not only that, it also proliferated a lot. So I would say phishing and ransomware is the most important threat vector out there today. Not only that, they have become more sophisticated and they are targeting not just large enterprise, they are targeting even small and medium businesses. So the technology landscape over the last, you can say, 5 years has greatly evolved. But with that, also the cyber threats has evolved. So with the dual threat of phishing and ransomware, you are also now seeing the threat of social engineering making a comeback, and it's impacting large enterprises, whether they are in a gaming industry or they are in a healthcare sector, as evident from last few large attacks.
Well, so where do you see it going? What do you think is going to happen in the cybersecurity world?
So what is going to happen next is like when hacker does something that comes brings a new set of departments, a new set of viewpoint to what should be done next to in order to secure the business. But I would say that also now is evolving a thought process to proactively secure the business and applications, whether they are running in the cloud or they're still running in hybrid mode. So proactive approach and security awareness, as ever, they are crucial and they have to be taken care of. So while you have greatest tools and technologies to secure the business, maintain the security compliance or data privacy, there comes also the participation of the humans, or you can say the human factor plays a key role. They still play a key role and they continue to play a key role in further cybersecurity industry.
Yeah, I can imagine that, the cyber industry and cybersecurity industry, I should say, is going to continue to be an important aspect of technology as we move forward. And does AI is that going to play any role in cybersecurity as we move forward?
So I would like to say that developing a strong cybersecurity strategy involves understanding the unique risk of the business organization, the risk that they face both online and offline, and to balance those risks with the operational needs. So when you try to provide a layers of defense, the layers of defense are not just in a technology, but in the people and the process. So AI can play a role where it would automate certain manual tasks that security team is doing today in order to secure the business. It can automate the risk analytics, just like Rainbow Security is today using AI risk analytics in the back end to secure every transaction request, every login request. So providing layers of defense is still a key factor that's gonna be further augmented using AI. Now, AI is like a two-edged sword. On one side, people can use AI to create a deepfake videos. They can use AI in order to trying to trick and mimic the human voice. So certain aspects of authentication technology, is gonna be advanced further with the help of AI. People will be more secure. At the same time, it will be little more challenging for people not to get tricked by any kind of manipulation by hacker who itself is using AI. So AI for good is still a way to go. It's just that with evolving any new evolving technology, you have to keep pace with that. So if you are not using new technology, the hackers are surely gonna use it. So AI is for the future, whether you are, on the business side or the hacker side.
Okay, thank you. Share with us a little bit about the journey you went through to become a CISO, and what were your key milestones?
Sure. So my journey has revolved around software engineering, database infrastructure management, securing the business from the cyber threats, or you can say that bringing them out of the mess they were in initially. Like a couple of clients that came to us, they had got hit by a ransomware attack, or someone got hit by their website getting breached and getting redirected to some bad websites. So it's always where um, two kind of situation. One, you are already in a trouble and you call the outside help, and you try to resolve the situation. Second is a proactive approach. So my journey has evolved from not only the technology advocate, but towards a role where I started providing the services in an area where we help business secure their applications, secure the website, secure the email platform. So now I'm leading the charge of security infrastructure and security management at a couple of small and large businesses. And this leadership comes from the vast experience and vast amount of different workflow shortcomings that I noticed, and we helped. It's all real-time knowledge I gain, and that's how I reach at this level today.
Well, speaking of experience, how has your previous experience shaped your approach to information security, or has it?
Yes, always the experience that you gain, real life, solving the challenges, because real life challenges are not just about, hey, I'm going to do this will be secure. I'm going to do that, if you know. It's always like, it's like a multilateral approach. You have to consider its usability. You have to consider its affordability. You have to consider how scalable and how, supportable that process or that approach is. So this is what the real hard facts I learned, and that shaped my mindset, how I design and deliver the security strategies and keep the business running.
So it looked like you've worked in some major healthcare organizations. How has your experience there affected what you're doing now with in the whole world of cybersecurity?
Yes, my experience from different working with different business domains, including healthcare and financial services, as well as some experience that I had with government projects. So the experience has been both, you can say, learning aspect, as well as it has been more eye opener of what challenges the actual, users and the tech people are facing. When we just say that, hey, this is something that should be best practice, this is something that should be done, but you have to understand the key challenges of the implementation side. You cannot just tell, for example, user that why can't you use 16-character password, is all uppercase lowercase rules and you have to change it every month. This is something that is nice on paper, but it's not good on the implementation side. There are tons of variables we are talking about here. So that kind of advocacy makes the human the weaker factor in the cyber chain. And that's where Rainbow Secure steps up the game, and they provide with a graphical interactive authentication. So whether you're using Rainbow password or a Rainbow OTP passwordless login, you are dealing with graphical factors that makes your life much, much easier to authenticate. For example, you can even use your first name as your login passcode, and still no one can hack you, because now you'll be personalizing your login with your choice of font or color, something that you do. So what you know and what you do is the biggest game changer here, that improvises the authentication process, and it's bring more fun factor in authentication. So with active user participation, where user is on your side, that makes the authentication process much simpler and much stronger. So this kind of approach of strategic thinking in security, that's much needed today. And this all comes via continuous learning process and adaptation to the needs of the industry.
It sounds like you had a major role in developing two-step authentication. Can you talk a little bit about that, and how you came across doing that, and how every time I use two-step authentication, which is almost with every one of my websites, especially the banking sites, I marvel about how quickly that can get back to me with a code. How did that come about, and how does that get back to me as quickly as it does?
Right. So with old age login process, you have been always told to sign in with your 6-character or 8-character password, and slowly you are now been asked to further complicate that passwords with uppercase, lowercase, and all sorts of rules. Now with ever increasing computing speeds, that was not enough. So that's when the thought about, and it was also like easily feasible, that kind of two-dimensional login technology. So that's why there came a thought about what you have, something like what you know and what you have, right? That's where the today's two-factor is coming into the play. But now even the today's two-factor is not safe from the malware and device-based attacks. So even when you are getting this token, right, if this token is just a plain token like ABC123 or something like that, it's still hackable, and it's still it can be man in the middle kind of attacks can break your account. So that's where our experience and innovation comes into the play. We provide with the graphical security options where you can even color or style your token or your passcode. So now what you see here is that what you know factor is further getting augmented in a multilateral way, in a multi-layer way, by choosing what part of the passcode or password you want to color or style, how you want to deal with the OTP logins. So here we are stopping the hackers' automation in the game. We are making it almost impossible for someone to steal your login credentials. And even when you are using OTP login, we are making sure that because we send you a token and the formatting instructions that you do on the token. So now, even if someone is, say, trying to grab your SMS messages, you will be safe from such attacks. So the biggest challenge was to ensure that the human experience is balanced, and at the same time, we deliver stronger security. And business is always worried about getting data loss and data breach. So we are happy to work with the businesses to deliver them their security and compliance objectives with human experience in mind.
Thanks for joining us today for our journey into cybersecurity with Dhaval Shah. Today's session only scratched the surface of the security topic. Join us on our next episode of Technology, when Dhaval Shah will help us understand more about the complex topic of security, what's happening today, and a look at the future. I want to wish everyone happy holidays and stay secure.